Lucretio returning to the microphone to showcase yet another advanced R.O.B technique, this time covering a new combo conversion strategy involving downwards gyro toss chains. Bear with me, I have quite a bit to explain here. Down toss chain conversions involves chaining the opponent with down toss of the gyro from 2 up to 5+ times. I would say that this conversion is suited more for building damage from 0 to 60% and or killing at mid percents as opposed to a 0 to death conversion. There are 3 main ways I suggest setting up these down toss chains. 1. Nair down toss. Down toss after Nair hits. 2. Drag down up air. Usually 1 hit of up air is required, but some characters can be hit by 2 hits. And 3. Landing down toss, i.e. when your opponent is landing from the sky, throw down the gyro to catch them landing on the ground. So, to begin with, some information about Nair down toss. It works best on heavies such as R.O.B, Snake, Wario, DK, etc. but still can be used on lighter characters as a mix-up. It is best used between 10 and 20% region and only go for the Nair starter at 0% if you have rage. It is the easiest starter to get, so it's no surprise that the reward will be slightly lower than the other 2 methods. The timing of the first down toss will be dependent on the weight or full speed of the character. For lighter characters, you'll generally need to toss much sooner after the Nair, so that the gyro bounces high enough to hit them before their hit stun animation finishes. Here are the inputs for the chain. When performing the chain, you would want to get as far behind your opponent as possible in order to maximize the chain. Opponents suffer a lot of hit stun when they are hit by a downwards gyro toss, so you can dash for a much longer time frame than you think. Some floatier characters can go way too high after the Nair starter, making the down toss unlikely to be true. However, this shouldn't deter you from going for it against these kinds of characters. If the opponent does nothing, air dodges, or performs an action that does not hit R.O.B, the downwards toss will hit and you can still get a full chain conversion, hence what I meant as using it as a mix-up on floatier characters. One of the best ways to maximize damage from the chain is to use an up tilt conversion, which picks up the gyro and allows you to toss it upwards to true combo into side B. Reminder, you can do this to smaller characters with the correct timing, it's just easy on heavies. Also, only on lighter characters can you fully convert at 0%, otherwise start between 10 and 20%. You also want to make sure that your downwards gyro toss is closer to the back of your opponent, like with the chain, otherwise up tilt will not connect. You have less time to dash to the back if the percent is lower. With all in mind, we can move on to the second starter, drag down up air. Many of what has already been said regarding the chain itself is applied here, so I do not need to repeat them all. The critical thing here is, you will need to start the combo with only 1 hit of falling up air on most of the characters. Some characters like R.O.B, DK and Bowser you can do 2, but for consistency I strongly advise that you only do 1 hit on everyone. Except Bowser, probably do 2 on Bowser. This is the starter that actually led to the initial discovery of the technique. the up air puts the opponent at the perfect height to be chained by the downward tosses, and also helps R.O.B maintain the behind position to help extend the chain. I would suggest using the up air starter when a particularly slow attack hits your shield. And when you do land it, don't try to do crazy mix-ups after the chain and fail like me. Just go for 2 chains into an up tilt conversion so that you don't lose on that good percent damage. We can now move into the third and final starter, using a raw downwards toss to catch an opponent's landing. Like with up air, it works on the entire cast except for Jigglypuff, as she cannot be chained. The chain will work even if you catch a landing of an opponent near 60% depending on weight, though I would say 40 to 50 is the safer upper bound to consider. The risk of catching the landing with down toss is very low, and the reward can equal as high as even killing the opponent off of it. I would say that this can be hard to set up as you are not getting any auto spacing like with that of Nair and up air starters. You have to find the spacing position yourself. The reward for catching a landing with this gyro toss is absolutely phenomenal, and the fact that it works on everyone in a pretty sizable percent range is even more extraordinary. This strategy immediately sets up the chain, and you are also able to finish with either the up tilt conversion or simply a raw side B. Both strategies have the potential to kill. Extremely few characters are safe from this destruction. Not many people will just fall unsafely into you helplessly, but there are other moments allowing you to set this up. For example, there are times opponents decide to recover high and above ledge for a number of reasons. If you have the time, you can punish this with the down toss chain. I have also shown before that this method can cover landing air dodges, which is actually a lot more significant than I'm making it out to be. Let me correct that. It is very significant. That's pretty much the majority of the gyro down toss chain technique that I wanted to showcase to everyone. I will keep trying it out more in actual matches, as the chain itself is actually pretty easy, but I tend to get nervous and mess up the chain finisher. As we get more confident, we will become more optimal when finishing the opponent off. On a final note, I actually think that R.O.B himself is the easiest character to get lengthy down toss chains on, to the point where you can even turn him around if you're quick enough. Definitely will spice up any R.O.B Dittos played. Wait, R.O.B Ditto? Oh no. Turns out other characters can do it too. Thank you everyone for watching this video, and I hope I've explained these down toss chains adequately. Some quick news from me: I'm in the process of expanding my streams and my Discord server. Links available in the description. I'll be running events, tournaments and other activities, all with prizes in the coming weeks, so please support me by joining the Discord and following me on Twitch. The R.O.B new meta continues to expand.